This is the famous bean machine. We put the raw pods, which are very dry and they open very easily, in here, where they get caught between a cam and a stationary bump that's there, which opens them. The beans are supposed to come out this chute, and the garbage is supposed to come out this chute. And there's the problem is that sometimes we get beans coming out of the garbage, and we also get plant material coming out of the main chute. Okay, Juan is going to demonstrate putting in the fan is supposed to blow away this stuff. And it's only about 70% efficient. And on the back side, supposed to be garbage, but there are beans that do come out of here, so we have to address them with a thing waiting underneath, and they flow through the stream. Anyway, that's the famous bean machine. It's quite effective, except that we're not able to pull the entire plant and put it in there, which is what I would like to do. But the stem of the plant acts like a string, and it eventually causes the machine to stall. And you lose more time cleaning it than there would be by just picking the bean pods by themselves. This is the rest of our farm. We're looking at the back of the house. We built this structure which has a clear plastic roof that helps the bean pods to dry faster. Because when they're green, they're impossible to open. Nothing opens them, not even your hands. So we built that ourselves, the three of us, here, and it's kind of interesting. It's done with a machete and with the baling wire. It holds it together. You can see that we're cleaning the weeds away from the citrus trees that are on that hill, and we're not quite finished yet because we have to do that side over there. This is a little source of water we have down at the bottom here, and during dry seasons that does happen. We may go here 5 or 6 weeks without rain, so we have a pump down there. Right now it's covered, you can't see it, but we can draw water from there and spray it to wherever we need to. So we have a tubing system here made of plastic tubing, and works okay. This is plantain. We have a little planting of them, let's put it that way, to help out things. We also, people like plantain here. It's part of the cuisine of Colombia. Almost anything you order in a restaurant, you'll get a slice of plantain with it. And you can see some of the workers have been stripping off those for their own use. And these are in bad need of cleaning. We have to clear off the dead leaves off of them, because otherwise it sucks the energy of the plant. So we have to cut all the dead leaves off, and we haven't had a chance to get around to it yet. We have 3 cows, actually 2 bulls and 1 cow. There's the 2 of them there resting very nicely, and this guy. They like to eat the leaves off of the plantain plant. They enjoy that. And this lot that we're coming up on here, we have some more plantains planted here. This lot that we're looking at, we just harvested the beans out of. The ones that Juan Pablo is putting through the machine were taken from here. And you can see it's overgrown with weeds, and we have to clear it again before we can plant it again. Those cows over there are from the farm next door. Those look like milk cows to me. This lot will be ready to harvest in about, I will say, 3 weeks. We'll be pulling these off and running them through the machine, bagging them and selling them. Those bush-like things that you see in the distance there, you get a close-up of it. Those are called juca, and that's a part of the local cuisine as well. It's a favorite to put into soups. They also powder it up and make bread out of it. It's a tuber. It grows like potatoes, and those are ready to harvest. And we're just holding on to them, waiting for a better price. Right now the price of them is very low. Here we're looking back over the same lot. This is the end of it. You can judge about how big it is. It's about 1.5 acres, I guess, if you count the part that rolls down the hill toward those trees. Well, maybe it's even 2 acres. This is our new planting. These plants are about 3 weeks old. Here you can see our citrus trees in various stages of growth. We're actually starting to see some flowers on some of them, and there's actually some that are up on that hill over there have little oranges, so we're thrilled about that. And we have yet to fertilize them. They're still waiting for that, and those are also ours up there on that hill. And that hill, what's planted in between, difficult to see right now because they're so small, but that's tobacco. And that hill is rented out to the neighbor, our neighbor on that side, because I could not get around to planting it yet. I would have had to hire too many people to do it, so I'm letting him rent it from us for another 3 months and see how that goes. This is actually a tangerine tree. It's starting to fill out very nicely. We don't see any flowers yet on the tangerines, but we have a lot of faith that they'll be here. It's almost as tall as I am. Right now I'm about, I would say, 40 feet away from the back fence, and I'm looking back toward the other way of the farm. That little structure that you see there with the broken roof, that got ruined during a recent rainstorm with some wind. We'll have to fix it, but right now it's not in use, so we don't have to worry about it. So that's Rancho Grande, essentially.